So with the avocado, you're going to want to cut it in half, twist, and pull it apart, like such. Now, to get rid of the seed, you want to take your knife, plop it in there, and pull it out. That is the best, easiest, safest way to get out the avocado. Discard the seed. Now, what I do is I just, with my knife, run my knife through the nice, smooth, buttery avocado, and then turn it around and do it the other way. So you're actually cutting a dice into the avocado, like a crosshatch pattern. And Hunter's going to get me a regular bowl and a fork. And I'll show you why. When you peel back the skin of the avocado, it comes out, it's already chopped. Because avocado is it's very soft, and it's not something you want to touch too much of. You don't want to handle it too much, in other words. Again, with your knife into the avocado, turn it, doing your crosshatch pattern, making little tiny squares. Actually, I'll just do it on a paper plate, honey, so they can see what's going on. And then you just, with your thumbs into the skin, into the flesh, and between the flesh and the skin, comes right out. And you have it that way. If you wanted it sliced, you would just stop at the slicing part. Now, with the fork, take your fork and mash your avocado, because then we are going to fold this in to the salsa at the very end. This is the last thing you want to do. So I'll need a clean plate, honey, for my, that's enough lime. Clean plate for my pepper chopping. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and let Hunter finish smashing and mashing the avocado off on the side while I show you the peppers. Let me just give my hands a quick rinse, because a clean cooking area is a happy cooking area. Yeah, I know that was rather Dorothy, but I can admit it. All right. The two peppers that we will be working with today are the serrano. Wonderful, wonderful pepper.
Hot. Much hotter than a jalapeno.
Much hotter than a jalapeno. And the jalapeno.
Jalapenos?
Yes, these are serranos. Those are jalapenos. So, I'm going to start chopping the serrano. First just into slices, and then we will dice it. Keeping the seeds in and intact. The seeds of the pepper and the ribs, mainly the seeds, are where most of the heat comes from. So if you wanted to lighten the heat a little bit, you could take the seeds, cut it in half, and take the seeds out. That's not what I want to do, though. I want to keep all the heat in there. So I've got the serranos cut in half, cut in slices, and now I'm going to dice them. If I had a nice cutting board, this would probably be easier for me to do and easier for you to see. However, I do not, so go with the flow. Okay, now the avocado is done, and that will be the last thing we do. And you just keep moving your knife, keeping your hands flat on top so that you do not run the risk of catching it under the blade, and up and down as you move your knife through it. Cleaning off your blade every once in a while to make sure that you get a nice even dice throughout your pepper. Now, in my opinion, well, in everybody's opinion, it's just the opinion, serrano, while it is a much hotter pepper heat-wise, it has a much better flavor than jalapeno. It's flavor is just incredible. Okay, so now this is when we are going to take the 2 bowls. So I will go ahead and show you quickly about folding in the avocado. So we have mashed the avocado. Now we're going to fold it in. This would be the last step that you do with your salsa. But because we are making 2 different batches here, and I'm going to be splitting it up, I'm going to do it actually before we put the pepper in. So, but normally this would be the last thing you do after you put in the pepper. And you just fold it in very, gently as such. And now I've got another bowl over here. Oh, actually Hunter, my little sous chef, my wonderful sous chef, has got it all ready for me. What do you think, Hunter? 1 avocado enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if not, this is something you can always go back and, if it needs more heat or needs more pepper, you can add more of. This is definitely, and so now I'm going to be splitting it here. Okay. This is most definitely a to taste thing. If you want more peppers, by all means, put more peppers in. Fool around with it. Spring onions go good in it also. It's pretty much limitless as to what you could put in, and you could put in a variety of peppers too. You don't just have to have one. When I make this at home, or for myself, I'll put in the red chile, the serrano, maybe some jalapeno, maybe some yellow pepper, and have a mixture of it all. And it's just fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so in goes the serrano. In goes the serrano. And now we are going to do the jalapeno. Now, just to make my chopping on the jalapeno easier, I split it down the side, and then I turn it and split it down the side, turn it again. See, so I'm kind of giving myself a pre-chop here, so that when I do this, it's already going to be chopped slightly. It just saves time and makes it a little bit easier. Yes, they are a much bigger pepper. And now we'll go ahead and finish the dicing on the jalapeno, just as we did with the serrano. Again, if it's too hot for you, the yellow chile pepper is, which I do not have here today, but does look somewhat like a jalapeno, only it is yellow, obviously, is lighter in heat, not so spicy. And as soon as I'm done chopping this, we are done. A little bit of garlic powder or garlic salt and seasoned salt is all you need, and you are done. So let me get a chopping on this. Okay, so, and that's done. Hunter, would you like to stir the salsa and show them what it comes out to look like? We're running out of time here, so I want to really make sure my chile is finely diced. And you're going to want to make sure of that because you do not want a big bite of chile.
It should look something like this.
Yes, it should. And it will be perfect. Please go home, try this, or you're at home, huh? Go to the store, try this, and you'll love it. So thank you for joining us.